Hello and welcome to the Mike Leaf Show. I'm Grant Wall, joined as always by Winona State head men's basketball coach Mike Leaf. And Coach, your last two road games of the regular season last weekend, two really tough tests in two tough places to play at Augustana and then Wayne State, and two tests that the Warriors passed with flying colors.
Yeah, I was surprised at Augustana, but I tell you what, we came out with such great defense. I mean, you could just see it in their eyes, and we had worked on both teams like we always do all week long, but it was something where we've always had a great battle with Augie, especially at their place, and we just wanted to go out there and play a great game.
It was almost reminiscent of the regional semifinal game from last year where the Warriors got out to a big first half lead and then didn't let Augustana make a run and were able to kind of coast through with the win.
Yeah, after the game, there was about a 4-minute little stint there where they were making a little bit of one, but we took a timeout and without Taylor Cameron being there and moving some other people around, I don't know if some jitters got in there or what it may be, but we made a few turnovers there that we normally don't do. So we took that time out and got back out there and just built the lead back up. So it was good.
Talk about that a little bit. You're playing these games without Taylor Cameron, your senior point guard, one of your leaders on the floor. But this was a team that was really able to step up and pull together in his absence.
Yeah, and you don't know if, like Augie, I figured maybe they'd do a little full court pressing. Or, we had the option. Do you go with Josh Mongan at the point or Conrad Mosberg, who's been playing, and move Riley, who played point in high school, but I wanted to leave him be, and Josh came in and I think 3 for 4, I think, from the 3-point line, and he was pretty pumped up about it. So, that's why you recruit, and that's why you got those guys. So you're going to have injuries along the way, you're going to have some sicknesses along the way, and he certainly played well.
Josh Mongan is a guy who has seen his minutes increase as the season has gone on, and he's really playing some solid minutes for you. You mentioned he was 3 of 4 from 3 against Augie, made all 3 of his shots as the Warriors were kind of making that run in the first half. But he's a guy who was really started to come on in his freshman year.
No question. Hey, and the thing about him is that he's a guy that really doesn't make mistakes, but he's very quick defensively. And, sometimes I kid him because he kind of looks a little bit like a bulldog there. He's just really strong. But he's put on some great, weight since he's been here. He is really strong. He's got good lateral quickness. And actually, he was the one, we're running a couple sets, and he made the 2 turnovers. Partial his fault and partial because our bigs weren't catching it right. So, but he buckled down and he just played really well.
In that Augie game especially, you got a lot of contributions from underclassmen. Taylor Cameron obviously wasn't playing, and Kellen Taylor didn't score a lot, made his presence known in some other ways. But it was really the underclassmen that came through. Skylar O'Laughlin had a good game. We mentioned Josh Mongan, Riley Bamanek had a solid game, Kyle Bauman as well. But this was a lot of contributions by younger guys, and so the future of Winona State basketball is still really bright.
Well, you certainly hope so, and those guys have worked so hard, their scout team, etc. And as I always tell them, you've always got to be prepared because you don't know when your chance is going to come. And they've taken that to heart. And you mentioned even Kyle Bauman. He comes off the bench, spells Skylar, and even in Skylar, a guy who doesn't score a ton of points, but he certainly has been progressing in that direction and being such a force there. And Kyle coming in there, and he gives such a different perspective from the outside. So, we just got to keep it rolling.
Well, it was 2 good road victories for the Warriors last weekend. When we come back later this week, we'll have more from Coach Leaf. But first, we'll hear from Kellen Taylor, who had such a big hand in these 2 Warrior victories.